Good morning, Central Texas. Welcome to Kids Community Connections at My Kids 1031. And I'm Phyllis Jones, your host for this morning. You know what? Last week's weather was not good to me because my 40s are gone, you know, so I'm entering depression mode now because it's getting hot outside. And I told y'all my brain does not work when it's hot outside. So the warmer it is, the less my brain functions. You know, so in the summer you will say hello to me and I might not say nothing because my brain is not functioning when it's hot. I'm just throwing that out there. It's my excuse for not, you know, being smiling and happy when it's 100 degrees.
And we'll hold a prayer meeting in a minute.
You know, because, okay, listen, y'all, when it's 100 degrees, women, we can't take off many clothes now. You know, there's only
that's you. I don't know about me.
It's only, well, you know, Cinderella doesn't know, you know, she doesn't understand. She's from New York. Those people are crazy. But
Pray for me, people. Pray for me.
But, you know, I guess I can adjust to the weather. You know, my guest this morning, we've known each other for a while. And in fact, the one thing I can't remember, if you ask me how we met, I would have to say I have no clue. And you know, that's a good thing that you can say, I don't have a clue, because that means y'all's friendship was so tight. It didn't matter when it started. It just matters where it's going. And you know, we get in trouble together sometimes. And it's not bad trouble, it's just that we have a habit of speaking our mind, and we're not afraid to fight. So, good morning, Anna Luisa. How you doing?
And good morning, Phyllis, and good morning, Cinderella.
Good morning, Cinderella. How you doing?
Good morning, Backstage Joe.
Oh, Cinderella's being, you know, Cinderella.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we're going to have to whoop Cinderella because
influence.
She getting kind of bad. But Anna's here to talk about a program. And you know, the one thing I'll say we do have in common is children. We care about kids. We kind of care about adults too, you know, but kids are the heart, you know, because kids aren't our future and they're not our tomorrow. They're our right now, you know, so I refuse to say kids are our future because they're here right now. And in fact, I have a young lady with me now who's here to learn and absorb. So she's not my future. She's our today.
Right now,
so she's here. So Anna, what are we planning?
Right now, what's the biggest thing on our mind and our hearts? We have a My Heritage, My Legacy Gala. My Heritage, because everybody has one, and a legacy, everybody can start one wherever they're at, regardless. If you had a good life, celebrate that, continue that. If it was a little bit rough, build on that, learn from that, and then do better for yourself and start from there.
And I forgot to say, you're the district deputy for LULAC.
Yes, ma'am, I am the deputy district director for Central Texas LULAC.
When I met her, she was just Anna.
Yeah.
So she's growing up in the world. Why are you doing it? Why is LULAC doing this? Yes.
Why not do it?
There you go.
Okay, we're doing it, and we're wanting to impact young girls ages 14 to 17. This is a no cost, no foul. The only thing that is going to be required is their attendance. And they're going to be needing a gown, which I'm going to talk to you about Miss Cinderella here in a minute. She's going to be sponsoring the girls where it comes to that. So if they have whatever they have in their closet and they don't want to use that, it's great. They can come and have an adventure in her closet. And they're going to come out with a ball gown, earrings, heels. They're going to come out dressed to impress.
Some loving cake.
So how old do the girls have to be?
14 to 17, they have to be enrolled in high school, or they can be homeschooled as well. Okay,
because you know that's the one important thing is the
education,
is the age and
yes.
where they have to be.
Yes.
Okay, after they read this and they want to be a part of it, what do they do next? What's the next step? They want to be a part. What's the next step, and when is the deadline?
Yes, the deadline came and passed, but we're still looking for 4 girls.
Okay.
See. We had some that signed up and for commitments and family issues, and so they weren't able to come through. So that left 4 slots open.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you the impossible question. You know, because
no such thing.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that because we have to know the girls.
Yes.
Do they have to be Hispanic?
Negativo.
See, we need to know that. You know what I mean? Yeah, people.
Our community is well rounded. We have everybody, and everybody is welcome.
Good. Okay. We need to know that. Right now, Cinderella has on her rollerblades and she has to roll down the street. So we're gonna talk to her for a couple of seconds. We kind of know who she is because by accident, I don't know how she got heavily involved in the community. I don't know who did that to her, but she's out there now. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing,
Good
Cinderella?
morning, boss lady.
What so what is your part in the gala?
This lady named Phyllis Jones, the bomb, connected me to this other lady from LULAC, another bomb. And we met up and that was all it took. And we are about helping the community. We are about empowering young ladies. Yes, we are. We believe in the present, as you said, about the children and the future is now. But in my nonprofit, we do help young ladies starting from the age of like 4 or 5 years old. But right now, we've only been really connected this year with young ladies a little bit older. Even though we've done pageants with Eastwards starting from like kindergarten to 5th grade and 4th grade. So we're going to be sponsoring them. Our closet has been growing. Guys, donate, borrow my gown, emerging with beauty. We stand united with LULAC. We stand united with people that are strengthening our community. Remember, girls of today are mothers of tomorrow. These are women that are going to empower our community. And come on, I know the whole man thing, God is good and man is the head, but we women birth the world. So if we re-strengthen young ladies, what happens is we teach them, we empower them, and guess what happens? They do that to their children. And in turn, they raise some good men, So too bad I can't freeze myself, so wait for some of that. But, I will tell you, support LULAC. They're doing something amazing. I am so touched and honored to be part of this. They're doing something that they don't know. This year is going to be good, but every year is just going to get bigger. So sponsor them, look them up. I'm going to put the link under my page. Give them some of your money or something, you know what I mean?
Just give her some of your money.
Give them some of your money. So I'm not going to lose this opportunity to mention that, Emerging with Beauty, we're buying a building. We're going to support other nonprofits. Our ultimate goal is to create such a tight knit of our community, people that are helping, that they ain't no getting through without some change coming across in this area. I know that the world needs change, but
Positive change.
We're gonna do our corner of the area,
Unit.
and then we're gonna catapult people, send them out. So check out Phyllis Jones, check out LULAC.
Okay, now
Check
before
out Jones.
she's getting poor. I feel so sorry for Joe. No, I don't. But before you leave, Cinderella.
Yes, ma'am.
And while I have Anna here, because I love what you're doing with the gala, but I'm gonna tag on to that. Okay, I belong to Black Women in Business. We're a nonprofit organization, and we teach women how to have a business. We do. But our president, she went to Richard the charter school.
Milburn.
Richard Milburn, yeah. And this is the first year they're going to have 100 kids graduate. Yeah. So we're going to host them with a graduation banquet in June.
Oh my God, we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
So no, what I'm saying is you will be there because this is their first time having 100 kids graduate. So we just gonna throw a banquet for them, and we're gonna and get the community to support and help, because we need to always support our kids when they're doing good, because.
And even when they're not, you got to bring them back up and keep them going.
So I'll be bringing more information about it, but I'm letting you two know now so that when I mention it again, we'll already got it rolling.
Yes, it is. I don't know, but I'm a little fresh, so I'm already there. So I need information. So we have guys, so we can get some suits. Borrow my tongues.
Yeah, but
birthed by Phyllis Jones.
But this is the first time they've ever had 100 graduates.
Wow.
So that's an exciting thing, and they've been around since the 1990s something or whatever. But for have that many kids graduate, we're like, oh yeah. So we got to support them and show them, hey, we see you. We'll
be there.
Yes, we didn't just hear you that you graduated. We're looking at you. We gotta go,
but she's gonna tell you something. Where is it that you're gonna be later? What's going on later?
It's gonna be where today?
Yeah, please tell us. No, it's tomorrow. Something about homeless people. No. What is it?
Yesterday there was an event for the homeless.
Oh, today we failed. We're behind schedule here. You know what I mean?
Cinderella's so much on rollerblades she can't remember.
That's her fault.
But Anna, we're gonna go back. Okay, we know when the gala is, and we got where is it gonna be at?
It will be at the Killeen Convention Center.
Okay.
They want to do something as special and grand, and do it in a gymnasium or a school cafeteria. We want to make sure it's memorable. We want to make sure that these girls know that they're priceless, they're precious, and that's where we're investing in them. Mm-hmm. So you talk about business women, we're business women too.
Yeah.
And men, because we do have men in our organization.
Right, yeah.
And so we just want them to know anybody can throw a party.
Yeah.
Ours is with a purpose. So it's party with a purpose. And we're just investing and we're wanting to empower these girls. And it's a good thing to go and have a dance. Yeah. But it's going to be some requirements with this.
And you know, since this year, my number one topic is sex trafficking of our children. And Texas is a $2 billion business. You know, so we should always have that in our head. But what you're doing will help educate girls, you know what I mean? And give them that positive note, you know, that positive, this is what, you know, we see you, we recognizing you, we're honoring you. Yeah. You know, this gives them that, and every level of good that we can do for our girls and our boys too. You know, the more we can find out that they are educated about what's going on and know how to avoid it when they hear it, you know. Absolutely. So I'm glad that you're doing it, because like I said, that is my one thing I'm fighting this year, because it's our fault that it's happening, and we need to put a dent in that $2 billion. You know, and so this will be a start.
So we're gonna put an expiration date on that. How about that?
There you go. We need.
So then, what I also want to let you know is the classes that we have for the girls. They have to attend public speaking and etiquette. Right. I mean, you gotta edit that, right? And etiquette, and they're also gonna have a dining out at the Shiloh.
Oh, okay.
So that they can have their table manners and such. And then they're gonna have a day where they're gonna go through your closet and just.
I guess so.
Enjoy. And so one of those evenings, we're going to be over at, you have a trafficking.
Yes.
I want to call it symposium.
Yes, we do.
And that's going to be implemented with our program.
Good.
So our participants will also be in attendance.
Good.
So they will be able to benefit. So when I saw your flyer, I was like, it's a win-win, because we're already at the community center.
Right.
And instead of bringing another facilitator, you're going to be our honorary facilitator.
Yeah, I'll be glad to, because we need to get rid of it.
Some people to learn.
We really need to do something about it. Yeah. Also, I'm going to give a caveat to what you're doing. The winner of the girls has to come on the show.
The winner?
Yes, the winner.
You won't have room enough for all of them, because all of them are winners.
It's okay.
And
you know what? It's okay. I want no room in here.
Okay.
Because they're better to tell the other girls about it than you. Okay. You know what I mean? You're going to tell them what's expected of them, but they're going to come on and talk about how they had to get those expectations met. You know, we need to know that they went to the Shiloh and you said that there's a dinner fork and a salad fork. Okay, well, when you say that, they're gonna go, yeah, right, sure. You know, and you know, yeah, right, sure it is. It's a proper way to do what? Well, they need to come on the show and tell other people and other kids and parents, this wasn't an easy task. I didn't just sign my name and walk through. I had to actually take some steps of thinking skills. So yes, I wanted the girls to come on the show and crowd this room out. But that's my way of highlighting them, is giving them talk on the show. And that's also certain things, some things kids don't do. And some of them don't know how. Because I've had some kids and they say, how do I talk? I'm like we normally do. You know, they were thinking they had to have this professional language and all that, when in actuality, we're just talking. So when you first get the girls and they meet, let them know that one of their tasks after the gala is over is to come on the show and tell everybody about it.
I have a question.
Yes.
With her doing this and connecting to these girls, can there be somebody out there that'll have some kind of a mentor program that'll follow them through the high school graduation? Like something you're doing and we can connect to some kinds of other businesses that can mentor them?
There probably is. We just need to find out where they are.
Then you can connect them, and LULAC could kind of help them
because Black Women in Business is going to do a youth internship program for the summer, and I'll give you the information about that, and that could be just a carry on.
Yeah, we're carrying it across.
So it could just be a gradual movement, you know, of girls to say, okay, we've left this, we're going to go here, we're going to go there, because we don't all need. Every group doesn't need to do everything.
Yes, ma'am.
different groups need to be doing it all together, and collectively we become one. But the girls need to learn us all.
Yes, sir.
So I like that. That'd be great.
We like it.
That'd be good. But I'm gonna ask.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay, so Cinderella's got to run now. So
LULAC.
what's
Herencia.
4297.
4297. This is mine. I'm stealing it. Party with a purpose. Just like I stole about shattering the, what is it? What is it that you say? Shattering the what?
I have no clue what
The glass, the top, something you always say you gotta shatter the what?
The glass ceiling?
Yeah,
There is
you
no-
always say
there-
something about shatter.
But I always have something to say. So
That's what
it's
I'm
a million
saying, fabulous.
things that
I write them down. So you don't
I'll
know I
say.
write them down.
It's a million things I'll say.
Right here. We'll support. We're gonna be posting on my page about every event that she's doing. This whole sex trafficking thing. Guys, let's sign on and learn, because our daughters are in danger out there, and our sons, because not only about girls. God bless you. Support her. And backstage, Joe, say bye. Say bye.
Okay, Anna.
Ma'am.
For those of us who don't know, for those of us who have no clue, you know, in the paper or whatever, we'll read LULAC and on what's going on, right? You know, so people would just read it and say, okay, that's pretty cool. But if you ask them what LULAC is, they'll say you. You know what I mean? They say, go ask that lady right there. And the lady right there happens to be you, because that's the face they see. So can you explain to us LULAC? She go, what?
LULAC is an acronym for League of United Latin American Citizens. We are LULAC Herencia 4297. And our organization is started out in 1929, way before me. So somebody laid it out for me to start walking on it. And here falls again the legacy. It's up to me to make sure that what my parents, my grandparents, what they worked, make sure that we pass it on to the next generation, and the next generation until Jesus comes back.
And LULAC, and people don't know that either. LULAC, like NAACP, we're friends.
Yes, we are.
Because we share a whole lot of things going on.
Responsibilities
in
and
our,
victories
in our
as well.
state, in our local areas, in our counties. There are things that everybody needs to know. We come together as one, and we come together as one because it doesn't make sense to not come together and be two. It makes no sense at all. So I want people to know that, yeah, a lot of times you might not see it the way you want to see it because you just don't. But we do work together on a number of things. The one main thing that's coming up now that we will work together on is redistricting.
Absolutely.
And gerrymandering. And I know a lot of people, you know, think that, oh, I don't have to pay attention to that. But I'm going to let you know what happened and why we need to pay attention. Years ago, we had a congressman, was Chet Edwards. He was one of the best congressmen we had. I mean, you know, not because he did what you wanted him to do. He did what was right by the people, because he listened to the people. You know, Chet was one that you could walk up and say, hey, listen, about this, and that, what is it? Well, he would stop and explain it to you. And you might not agree with his opinion, and that was fine. But the point is, you could reach out and touch him. He was ours. Well, guess what? Our state decided it's time to redraw the lines. So they redistricted him out.
Yes.
And we ended up with someone else. And, you know, that we can't call and talk to when we want to. We can call him, but, you know, you might not get a call back. If you pay attention, he doesn't come to our area because he said he doesn't need our area to win. And guess what? Since he's still sitting as our congressman, he must be right, because he's still there and we've allowed him to stay. So redistricting happens when I want your area and this area to be mine, but I want to take out this area over here because these people never voted for me. So redistricting is when they redraw the lines. Now, a lot of you will say they can't redraw the line till the census comes out. I don't know where you got that piece of information from, but it's not true. If you know that your state keeps account of the growth of the people. So whether we do a census or not, they know how many people we have. They know who you are. And as much public information and some private probably, they know. So we will be redistricted again. We fought it last year and we won last year in our area right here in our district 54 and 55. We won. So our legislators, tours who, lost, they're not, happy players right now. So we got to go back and fight it. But this time we go back and fight it, it should be more than just NAACP and LULAC. It should be people who don't belong to either organization, but believe in what's going on. When we go testify this year, and listen, this year in Texas federal courts, we'll be set up there before that 3-judge panel. We need to be armed. We need to be ready, and we need to fight. And I mean fight. But your fight can't be, I just don't like this. Your fight is going to have to be, this isn't fair. And I'll give you, for instance, last time I was the one who testified, and I'll put it this way, and I'll say it happened to me. By me being raised to think on my feet, and by me living in, northern states, I knew how to fight the way. So when I sat on the panel, the one question that the attorney asked me, and it was really cute when he asked me, because when he asked me, I wanted to laugh because I knew what I was going to say, but I knew he didn't know what I was going to say. So I'll say it, and then we'll go back to where we are. He asked me, how did Killeen, Cove, Lampasas, he said that we have all these things in common of what we do, as far as culture. Well, we don't, because Killeen is a melting pot. Nobody else is but Killeen, right, Anna? We're the only melting pot around. We know that. The statistics show it. But he wanted to put us all together. And I decided that, I wanted to knock everybody's feet off. And I told him, I say, not true. He said, well, name me something that you all don't have in common. That's when the joke started. The joke for me, because it was hilarious. I said, Lampasas has a Ho Fest. I said, not an H-O-E fest, a H-O fest. I said, there's a girl crowned as the Queen Ho. I said, we've never had to find out how she got to be that. I said, but anyway, she wears a sash and she's in the parade. Well, the 3-judge panel would have their laptops and their heads were down, click, click, click. And I knew that's what they were looking up. Well, when they found the picture that I needed them to find, they looked at me. They looked at me and looked at him, just to say, did you know this? Well, obviously, I don't think he knew that. And I told him, I said, so we in Killeen, Cove, Heights would never, ever.
We'll never have a whole face. We will never.
But those are things that are hilariously funny. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Those stories helped us win. So this year, Anna's going to be one to go with me. Yeah, Anna's going to testify with me. I know she's like, yeah, I didn't know that. But and the reason Anna's going to testify is one and the same. Yes, we're NAACP and LULAC. Yes, we do fight together, but guess what? We both need to talk. We both need to talk because we're the only two civil rights organizations in our area. There's not another one. There's not. We're it. And so together we will represent. Okay, LULAC, you're the district deputy. What does the district person do?
The district person is the second person in command, you can say, as far as representation for the Latino community. Right. And so for all our listeners, LULAC is a nonpartisan. It's same as NAACP. We're not endorsing, we're not rejecting. We just want to make sure that we have the proper information and proper representation, such as the law of 1965 gave us the right to vote.
Right.